I can just try one because I've only got one player. But I'm not sure that's going to work with the code. Okay, let's try that. Yep, just really weird. Not quite sure what happened there. Again, now. Okay. Right, so what have I done wrong? Yep, only one of those. Okay, so I think I've just about set up the plumbing for borrowers. So anyone who wants to borrow money. Let's see what else we got here. Yep, so we've got add tag to conversation. We need another bracket on that. What else we got? No push borrower method. State arena. Yeah, we do need an arena. Although do I need an arena? Yeah, I probably will just add an arena. So this will be the state history arena for now. That's where I'm storing most of the game stuff, if you know what I mean. There we go. Okay, so that built. So now, I'm not convinced this will work because I think it needs to do a modulo of 0, and I'm not sure that that's valid. Oh, I didn't need to rebuild it. Let's try again. Okay, this will either crash on start game or it'll work perfectly, and we will find out. Start game. Well, it worked. So we do have a borrower. So I might just stick a breakpoint in there for next time round, just to make sure I'm happy about that. Because I'm not 100% on that. Borrower. There we go. Let's make sure that I haven't just broken that. Okay. All right. So Mercury Job Center, Muddy Cold. That's what I want to go visit. And I want to say chat. Now I want to ask for a loan. And if I accept her offer, it didn't do anything. Well, that's not surprising because I haven't done any work yet. Lend money too. Yeah, so now that appears to have worked. I don't know if we've got another borrower, find borrower here. Yeah. Let's just make sure that that's working before we move on. Right, stick to that. And start a new conversation. Go. Okay. Find borrower. Borrower raw. There's our hash value. The mask should be, the mask is 0. So the index, in theory, should just be 0. Which it is. Okay. As long as that's not doing something weird, like dividing by 0. Don't know if it would, but I just wanted to double check. That's fine. So that will always be the same one. And it'll assert if there's a problem, so that's fine. So that's actually reasonably fast, so that's good. Okay, so asking for a loan. And what we should be able to do is zoom back here. Lend money to. So we should, what's going to happen is when you click accept offer, we break here. Brilliant. With a loan, which will be the good loan, which it is. Okay, perfect. Now, let's do the lend money. If we can. Cool. So lend money. Where are we? Lend money. Here we are. Okay, so what we need to do is basically, this is now fairly straightforward. We need to find the borrower for this particular lender. Nope, borrower ID. Okay. Then what we need to do is, now we've got a borrower, we just need to say borrower. We can assert borrower loan count is less than the array count of the borrower loan again, because we shouldn't have been given the option by the system if we had too many loans. And then we can simply say borrower borrower loan count plus plus equals the loan. Now that will have most of the information in it. Let's see what we need. The only other thing we'll need is the creditor ID. So we should be able to say borrower loan count -1, creditor ID equals. Actually, no, we don't need to do this because it would be much neater if we could say, when we set these things up, which is, I know where that is in the top of this file, loan, good loan here. So we could just set, if we set the creditor ID to be creditor ID, we just simply set that to the org ID. When we actually create the loan in each case, then it's actually very trivial because we just need to set it to that. So now they've got that loan. We need to basically give the purchaser some cash. So a borrower must also be a purchaser. This is purchaser. Okay, and then we can say purchaser credits plus equal loan principal. So we're given the money. Now the other thing that's done is, do we have a pump in here somewhere? No. Chat controller probably should have one. Yeah, we also need to push a message onto the pump. So what this does is that because we've changed the game data, we need to actually tell the game that we've done that. So not sure what messages we've got actually that we could use here. Let's have a look. Help, show entity, chat to character, stop chatting to character, characters left to location, characters arrive location. What about character or purchaser money changed? Something like that. And then we just say purchaser ID equals borrower ID. Perfect. Okay, so that means that we can just say purchaser money changed. So what I'm doing here is I'm sending a message to the game to say that something's happened. And then in the game controller, which is where I do all of this stuff, social relationships changed, I can simply say something like message character, this is all about purchaser, and then we just need to handle that message by saying, if we are showing, at this point, if we're showing the entity sheet, purchaser money changed. Same there. And then we need to make sure we've got a purchaser ID. And then we just need to say, well, we could refresh the entity. That's quite a big job. Because all we actually need to do is just do this bit. But the problem is the way that we do this is we can't easily do that. I think we just need to do refresh entity visible at this point. Message purchaser ID. That's fine. Okay, so once that's built, we've given them the money and we push the money changed message, so that's fine. What we now need to think about doing is repayment. So every day we need to actually repay. We actually need to repay the debts. So that basically happens here. Okay, so this just goes through all the AIs. And yeah, we don't do anything else at this point. Right, so we don't actually have anything here. Yeah, so we're basically going to have to repay the debts at this point. Okay, well, let's see if I can make that work. So we should at least have been able to borrow the money and see that money update. Okay, so borrower, just these typos here. Yes, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Again, that does the same error, same error, same error. Yes, I did mean borrower. Same error, same error, same error, same error. Push message, expected expression. Looks fine to me. And totally messenger purchase, money changed. Oh. Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, I'm saying message character, purchase and money change, which is obviously wrong. Yeah, that should just be message of purchase and money changed. So that's that. But also we don't have one of these message things, and we need a purchaser ID in it. Yeah, that's easy enough. UN32 purchaser ID. Oops. Okay. That should hopefully be the errors. Sure that things are going okay. Yep. Stream works fine here. I just wish this second display was working. That's very frustrating. When I take out the display and put it back in, it thinks that it's on, but it's just not showing anything. Okay, so let's see whether or not this worked. Okay, if human entity ID equals state player entity ID, then that's the breakpoint, yeah. Oh yeah, we checked that. I was just making sure that that was working. That's fine. Okay, that's me. And I need to go to Muddycold, talk to Missy and get a loan again. Chat. Right, so there's the chat to as well. Ask for a loan, accept her offer. Now, I just want to make sure this all works. So the borrower loan count should be 0, and then we should basically set the borrower loan number 0 to the creditor ID, principal cost per day and repayment count. That's fine. Then purchase credit should be done, and then the money should change. So what we should see is on here, our credits have gone up. Woohoo! But the other thing we also need is an agreements tab to appear. Okay, so there's two more pieces in this. There's an agreements tab, and then there's also a there's also the idea of actually repaying the loans. So you should be able to see your loans repay every day at midnight. That's basically the idea. So we'll put that in. I've run out of time for today, so that's a good place to stop. I'm very happy to answer any questions if anyone's got them. If not, we'll call it a day there. So if you have any questions, now is the time to speak. I'm checking the chat. At least I will be in just a second. Questions? And then I'm probably going to fix my monitor because I'm going to get into trouble otherwise. Let's find out a bit more about Missy. Missy mourned the loss of her sibling Danny. Shame! Missy lost Danny. How sad. Oh, is that her brother? I'm sad about that. It died 32 years ago, so he only lived 19 he was when he died. How very sad. Oh, interestingly, that's a bug. Because he died a long time ago, yet I think he's using the slightly older look for the face GUI. So it's actually his age at death. Yeah, that's a bug. I'm still open to questions, but I'm just going to go and fix that. Right, there's the display face GUI. There's the other one. So the frustrating thing is, how old were they when they died? So we've got two different types there. If they are, okay, so here we go. Age equals 0. Okay, if the human is dead, age equals age at figure year died. Otherwise, age equals age at figure year. There we go. So now I should be able to say age, instead of age at, I should just be able to say age. Display face GUI. The other place we do this is, and in fact, yeah, we might need to build this in. We display the face GUI in a number of different places. Let's see all the places in which we display face GUI. Ooh, quite a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure that this is the right option. I think actually, instead of doing it like this, we're going to need to, instead of just passing in the age, we're going to need to pass in the figure and the year. Yeah. And also we might as well just pass in the figure and the year everywhere. Okay, so let's just fix this first. So we don't need the face anymore, gender or the age. We do need, however, the historical figure and the year. So where we were referring to the face, which is here, we can just set these up. So we can suggest, for example, we can say here, face equals figure face. Is it face? Figure face, yeah. And then we can say gender. Where's gender used? Gender. That can just be figure, gender. Same there. And then I can say if human dead, figure, uint 32 age equals 0, age equals age at figure year died, else age equals age at figure year. That's fine. Okay, so now I have to go through and change all of the places, not that one, we actually call this thing. Right, so no longer we just need target at this point. And we need the state time year. This one we need, again, target, not target gender. We do need the state time year. This one we've done. This one's the definition. This one we need target. Just double check. Okay, if a train loses Carter and at 4:30 a.m. another leaves Boston City hours late, how long before anyone realizes nobody cares when they left? Very funny. Right, we need target, we need year. Why didn't that come up on my chat screen? Oh, it did. Sorry, that fan. I apologise for not seeing it earlier, even though I know it was a joke. Anyway, I've got sidetracked with this annoying bug creep. Historical, oh yeah, that's because it doesn't exist. It is actually a historical figure. Let's try that again. Please work. Okay, let's just double check that that's working. And then I'm going to quit. I really am going to stop. Just can continue going. Okay. Okay, right. I was talking to Missy. I got a loan from her. Yep, took her money, hooray. And then I made small talk. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to find out about her brother. Tell me about her brother. Okay, Missy mourned the death of Carol, someone they had planned a future with. Missy's friend. Yeah, that's better. So he would be quite old. Definitely old. He's now looking young, but he's obviously not that young. This guy, yeah, so if I, yeah, let's just have a look. If I just look at my connections, social, people who died young. So she died 19 years ago. Yep, she would definitely be looking old by now. 65, yes, 1965. Is she over 50? Yeah, she's 50, so she'd be looking old. She isn't anymore. This guy's gone grey prematurely by the looks of things. Oh, also 2265. Yeah, so she died 19 years ago. What did she die of? Natural causes. It's terribly sad. I probably should fill in some actual illnesses there. That would be quite fun. There's me, Ike. Not sure about the name Ike. Abe. There we go. Much better. There's my mum. When did she die? 16 years ago. Quite a long time. She died quite young as well. Natural causes. Yeah, real diseases. Feature creep. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks very much for coming and watching. If you like the stream, please do go onto our website and join the mailing list so you can find out when Soul Trader is coming out. Also, there will be a little bit of an announcement fairly soon about a new Kickstarter, potentially some demos and things like that coming out pretty soon. So that's quite exciting. So yeah, do follow me on Twitch if you're interested in watching me. It's been a pleasure streaming to you today, and hopefully see you at the same time, same place next week. Until then, bye now.